This is the Sports Porch, Black and Gold, with your hosts, the technical director, the Grand Schwalbini, and Hockey Jesus. Come on, Pittsburgh. Let's show a little Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates love. The Sports Porch Black and Gold starts now. Hey there, this is the Sports... Have I ever started the show with a hey there?
Hey there.
There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, you did a hey there.
Yeah, that felt really
Hey
uncomfortable.
there.
Hey there.
Hey now.
Hey there.
You're on the porch.
Hey, this is the Sports Porch Black and Gold, and we're here to talk Steelers, Pirates, and Penguins,
Hey now.
and spitting, and all kinds of other things. That's
And
right.
Apologies.
And if you're watching us on YouTube at the Sports Porch Podcast, you can click that subscribe button, hit notifications every Monday night at 7 p.m. We're here. You're watching us on X. That's great. I drop the podcast right after the show on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you get your friggin' podcast. That's right. Hey, listen, we had the post-game show yesterday. You can go listen to our at post-game reaction. But first, I want to say I'm your TD. Over here, that's the studio. Down here is the Grand Schwalbini back from his sick-cation, I called it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hockey Jesus right down over there. That's Hockey Jesus, of course. How was that vacation you were on, Schwaber?
Yeah, you were like on a 3-week hiatus.
Yeah, you went down to like the DR, and then you were down for the count.
You're like on a bender.
Did you get a flu shot? Did you get a flu shot? That's all I got for the last 3 weeks.
I don't even remember.
I got flu shots.
You didn't get a flu shot.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
No, you should have.
I might have. I might have.
Yeah.
I just don't remember, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you turn the double nickel.
What?
5-5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You start losing your memory.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You start losing a lot. All right. So thanks for watching the post-game show. We're going to talk Steelers. We're going to start that right now. I'm just going to throw this out there.
I'm having some fun. I'm zooming in on my bobbleheads.
Throw it out.
This is quite fun. Actually.
I'm throwing. Oh wow. What's that? Yeah. What do you?
Looks like a gnome of some sort.
Playing with something?
Yeah. I'm zooming in on the camera.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm going to become the new technical director. What do you guys think of my gnome and my Mario Lemieux, and of course,
Three Rivers
replica Three Rivers?
I want to know. I want to know what other fan base decides to purchase replicas of old donut style stadiums that were completely defunct and pieces of shit.
I guess this.
You don't actually think I bought that?
Oh, you didn't buy it?
Well, how did you get it? A giveaway?
Yeah, it was a giveaway. See, look, you can't see it on the camera now.
Did you go to a pit game?
FSN Pittsburgh gave it away.
FSN, Fox
probably
Sportsnet.
at let's see, probably at the first Pirate game at PNC Park or some shit like that.
Oh, that could be worth some money right there.
No, it's not worth shit.
Okay. Well,
I'm not giving it away. I like it.
All right. Well, we're going to talk Steelers, of course. We're going to talk
Once
Penguins
we get a real
because
desk,
Hockey Jesus down there, he's been doing the Pens recap after every single Pens game. He preaches on the podcast. We're going to do a little Pens. We're going to, I think we're ready to talk about the Pirates a little bit because the Grand Schwalbini comes back and he's got on a Pirates hat. The first thing
I know he's all pirated out.
I know.
Must about being in the Dominican Republic got him in a baseball kind of mind.
I don't know, but let me tell you something. There's
scouting down there.
There's all kinds of shit going around about the Pirates right now. We're going to save it for that, when we go off.
What's the name of their guy? Is their rookie who could be good? Connor Griffin. Yep. Connor Griffin's going to hit 360 this year. I'm ready.
360.
And then, of course, we're going to do our porch picks. We got an exciting matchup this year. We got to pick a victory, a prize, and a booby prize. We have to.
Just move on from that.
Come on, man.
God.
I want to do something
Every week.
Move
you
on.
have to bring it out, and nobody cares.
We got a little what we're watching.
Everybody wants to talk about the Steelers.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about what you're doing when I lose.
And how about we just end it as no matter what place you come in, you do something that makes you look like an ass.
Listen, I might do that.
We could make him wear a commander shirt. Yeah. Oh man,
no,
it doesn't make me look like an ass. I mean, if you think it does, fine, but that would be easy.
You think it would?
Yeah, I actually do.
I think we should get you like a like Commanders throwback to Redskins, but it's like LeVar Arrington. And it's
number 56,
but it's a new Commanders jersey.
Oh God, yeah, that would really hurt my feelings. You're absolutely right.
Yes,
and we have a little what we're watching, and then of course we have a new bit we're going to throw in here, something we're having some fun with. So we'll get to that a little bit later. But Steelers, guys, are we seeing the gradual downfall of the Steelers here? And I'll give you a point of reference.
Don't we say this every year?
Yeah. Well, hold on.
The gradual?
I don't mean the gradual downfall of this season. I mean of the franchise as a whole right now. Let me say. I think it was Mark Cabali. He was on The Fan. I saw one of their clips. Might as well talk about where we get some of our stuff from.
There's nothing wrong with shouting out to other people.
Yeah. They steal from us. We steal from them.
Right.
But we're the basement podcast, so we obviously we're amateurs, and I am actually an amateur. So
me too.
So I guess Cabali said, I didn't hear his segment. I listened to them a lot, but Cabali said, I'm going to paraphrase that basically like he's out, he's done. This is just nothing but a mediocre football team with mediocre coaches, mediocre back office. They said to him, well, wouldn't you blame Tomlin? He's like, well, yeah, of course, but I would blame the entire organization from top to bottom. There's no creativity. There's nothing. And the worst part about it
sounds like he's been listening to me.
What he said. Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up, HJ. The worst part about it, he said, is the fact that this year they actually in the office thought they had it figured out. They thought
this year we got it.
Yeah,
we got Aaron Rodgers.
We got it figured out.
He's much better than Russell Wilson.
That's right.
We didn't get stuck with Justin Fields. This is going to work.
Yeah, Najee Harris is gone. We drafted a new running back that we're not going to use, and we went out and replaced a generational talent wide receiver with a decent secondary wide receiver number one because he had a better attitude, which I don't think anybody's going to argue.
They fooled themselves into thinking DK was the guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Take him over.
Right. That he was as good as Pickens and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I'd still rather have DK than Pickens.
I don't know, man.
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree.
I think I'd rather have Pickens production.
Well, but you're assuming that Pickens was going to do that here, and he wasn't.
If you paid Pickens $30 million, do you think he's doing what he's doing in Dallas right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, he's not. The answer is no.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen? He's going to have all these big numbers this year, and then Dallas is going to say, we're going to franchise you next year, and then he's going to hold out, and then he's going to miss game one, and then he's going to sign late. Wow. Which is going to screw the Cowboys a little bit more. Yeah. And then he's going to he's going to have 2 catches for 7 yards. Right. Yeah.
I mean, you've got this sorted out.
Oh, what's happening.
The Dallas franchise really well, if you think about it.
What's happening.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's there to get paid.
But as a franchise, I mean, he'll make like $22 million next year. He'll get paid. So I don't know why he'd be upset about that.
No, but
he's not getting, because he'll think that he's the best receiver in the league.
Yeah. Well, okay.
So he's better than CD Lamb this year.
Bringing this. Well, CD missed a couple. CD missed a couple of games too, I think. But are we seeing the gradual downfall of the Steelers? I mean, look at this game yesterday, and if you guys want to, comment, would love to see that. How you feel about it? It's still. To me, this game is less of a, oh gosh, it's another loss. Now we got to start doing the dance. We're tied for first, but in the tiebreaker, they're in first, and blah 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 blah. But really, I'm thinking I feel like this loss kind of totally took the wind out of just about anybody who thinks that the Tomlin regime is going to do anything. I felt a great big hole burst in that bubble, and I feel the air coming out. There are very few arguments to be made, supporting Mike Tomlin as the coach of the Steelers. Do you guys get that feeling? I mean, this is that's what I took out of this game, because look, it was such an uninspired loss. Do you know what I mean? It didn't even look like they were trying to lose or win. It looked like they were trying to play to a tie. you know, and then they couldn't even get there.
Or actually, what I thought is that the Steelers, you know, management, ownership, whatever, they are so convinced that they're so much better than they are,
right?
That they actually thought that they could win without Rodgers. And probably he could have played, and they just figured we can get by this one without him, and it bit them.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what both you guys are saying, but I think it's more of a institutional problem than just a Tomlin problem. Because the reason Tomlin's still around is because the philosophy is the same.
Yeah.
Keep the coach until he retires. And let's face it, that is not changing anytime soon. And I think maybe that's where you're going with this, because maybe the media is finally getting it. Like, hey, that philosophy doesn't work anymore. It hasn't worked. It didn't even really work when Noel was around, because they kept him for 5 or 6 years too long also. So every coach has a shelf life. Mm-hmm. And the Steelers are the only franchise who hasn't figured that out. And I don't know if it's out of hubris. I don't know if they actually do think it works. But it's clear that this isn't working. And it's been clear for us for quite some time now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think you're absolutely right that the rest of the media is finally catching up. And you know why they're catching up? Because look who they played against. They played against the Bears. That team absolutely sucked last year. They were horrible. They were terrible, right? What do? They changed their coach. They changed the philosophy. They get a guy who can run an offense.
Yep.
And a modern day offense. And look at them now. They're probably going to make the playoffs. They may even win their damn division.
We got a
in the world.
Believe it or not, a big game coming up this week, which Bears Eagles. We're going to do the pick. You know,
right?
You're absolutely right.
That's why I think the media is finally catching on, because those of us who know that the Steelers haven't won a playoff game in quite some time now, and haven't been competitive in quite some time now, but yet are still competitive in the sense that they have a winning record and they're always playing for the playoffs.
Right.
No, they haven't been able to be favorites in a playoff game in a very, very, very long time. And it's all because of the institution, the Steelers organization as a whole, and the philosophy of keeping your coach for way too long. And I'm frankly, welcome media. You can jump on our bandwagon now. You can get on our porch, because we will take you to the promised land. We know the solutions, but the solutions are not easy.
Dwayne McNair, he's watching us on YouTube, along with Mike Lawrence, who hopped over. Thanks for being here, Dwayne.
Hey,
if
Mike.
you haven't, hit the subscribe button, notifications, so let you know when we're live, which is after every Steelers game and every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. There's supposed to be a top 5 defense, need to dismantle the defense. Yeah, that means everyone too much money invested in 20 defense. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Look, Dwayne, if you've tuned in, if you've seen our stuff in the past, pardon me, I don't have a cough button here. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you have a cough button. I do
have
in your throat.
Right there. See, like that. Anyway, this defense sucks. I mean, and
we were too easy on the defense, I think, in the post game. At least I know I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they gave up 31 points.
Yeah. Yeah. I look, I don't. It's really hard because you got a strip sack and a touchdown. You know,
but that really just helped the offense.
Yeah,
it did in a way, but it's like you had, and I was saying this to somebody. I went down to Trader Joe's today to do some Thanksgiving shopping. And one of my buddies, Warren, down there, who listens to the show.
Hey, what's up, Warren?
I said,
what up, Warren?
I said,
what up, Warren?
I said 180 yards rushing, and they also strip sacked a TD in the end zone, and they lost this game. Like, that is coaching. That is coaching. There is no way you lose that game. The last drive.
Nobody even knows who the defensive coach is.
Yeah.
Is it Terrell Austin? Is it Tomlin? I mean, nobody even knows.
Yeah.
Do the players know?
Yeah.
I think they know who they talk to on a weekly basis.
Right.
Well, yeah, sure.
And my guess is they probably talk to Austin more than they do Tomlin.
Right.
But the philosophy of how the defense runs is 100% Tomlin.
Yep.
And all the players on the field is 100% Tomlin.
Let me ask you.
That's true.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter if he's actually out there coaching. His decisions make what happens on the field happen via the player.
They're his responsibility.
Yeah.
Let me just throw this out there. Okay. Arthur Smith. Artie. Do you think that if there was a different head coach and Smith was still the offensive coordinator, he would be thrown over the middle a little more?
No.
I think that's Tomlin. That's Tomlin saying this is because he's the head coach. I don't think Arthur Smith. I mean, I'm not saying that Arthur Smith is anything more than what he's shown us to be so far, but he's got he's a tight end heavy, and tight ends are known for going over the middle. So it's kind of like you would expect a little bit of that in his scheme. He's got a bunch of them. And Tomlin does not like throwing the ball over the middle and exposing it. He's demonstrated that the last 3 years. I think that's Tomlin. I guess what I'm saying is it's all Tomlin.
Well, it is.
Right. I mean, it's a philosophy. I think you're right. That's his philosophy because turnovers are more likely in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
I think he went. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
No, I was just saying that's his whole thing. His whole thing is let's avoid turnovers because if you win that battle, you usually win the game, which makes some sense. But at the same time, the teams that can take advantage of the middle of the field are usually the teams that are better.
Yeah. Like Chicago does now that they got Ben Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they do, right down the middle of the field. I mean,
pretty much
because it's the easiest way to get fat. Like, okay, you don't know physics, but if you're going straight as opposed to going right, guess what? You're going to get there faster.
I'm offended by the physics.
I'm not sure
implication.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why there was physics involved in that. Yeah, because you're going straight.
I think what he was trying to say was the quickest way from A to B is straight as a straight line.
If a vector goes from A to B,
he's got to say
it's much faster from A to B to C to D.
What if a velociraptor goes from A to B?
Well, I'm not a paleontologist.
Isn't this good physics, Steve? The quickest way to a point is in a straight line.
That is correct.
The shortest distance between 2 points.
I got some physics in me.
Yeah.
So if you're going to throw the ball and you're going to throw it deep, you might as well throw it over the middle because you only have to throw it like 20 yards. If you throw it outside and you have to throw it to the sidelines, guess what? That's about 33.4 yards.
Are we really having this conversation?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, to the point is Tomlin picked the offensive guy who's going to run the schemes that he wants.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
He picked Arthur Smith.
It's still on Tomlin
because he knew he likes to throw to tight ends. Mm-hmm. Tomlin likes to have 6 tight ends on the field. Right.
It's ridiculous.
And so that works. He's like, okay, I like Arthur Smith. He could have got Josh McDaniels and just say, hey, it's your offense. Do with it whatever you want to do.
Which is what he should do.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when has he ever gone and gotten an offensive coordinator and said, the reins are yours. I'm not even going to tell you what to do. You make it work. You score us 24 points a game. We will win this damn game. I don't care if you turn over the ball. I don't care if there's 6 turnovers. If you get 24 points, we're going to win the game. He's never done that in the history of who he is.
Yeah.
Except for when he had Bruce Arians and he came with Tom.
Right.
Well,
and he got rid of him pretty quickly.
And he got sick
because
of him.
he and Ben were too chubby.
Right.
Yep. And he had no control.
Well, that's the other thing. Tomlin.
Did you say chubby or chummy?
Chummy.
Well, Bruce was pretty chubby.
Well, Tomlin also, he doesn't want anybody who's going to potentially supplant him,
Yeah.
He has to be the head of attention, basically.
Yeah.
Somebody who could be, coveted by other teams and then he's going to lose him after a year. He doesn't want that.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
And he wants somebody who'll be a yes man like Arthur Smith because he wants a job.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this to me is just the beginning of the end of a proud franchise. And
it's been that way.
We could be mired in years of this right now. Dwayne McNair says facts. So there you go. Grand Schwalbini, Mike Lawrence.
He's a vector guy.
Dwayne's
a vector guy. I know he is.
Both of our coordinators need to go. Mike, I got to tell you, you guys have been with us for all these years. I think we've all agreed on a lot of things, and it's kind of like, yeah, they need to go, but at what who's going to come in? As long as Tomlin's here, it's going to be a replay.
Yeah.
Well, how many years have they got? Todd Haley. Okay, where did he go? Where the hell is Todd Haley now? Is he a great offensive coordinator somewhere?
No, I think he went back to coaching golf.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yeah. Matt Canada. Jesus Christ, we're actually still talking about him.
I'm sure he's out of football.
Yeah, and now we got Arthur Smith. It's Tomlin. Tomlin has to go, and we all know it now. And if you're a Tomlin fan, hit us up. Tell us why he should stay, please. I'm going to put this is our email. If you're a Tomlin fan, hit us up on this email, ogsportsporch@gmail.com. Tell me why we should keep Mike Tomlin as the head coach. Tell me why we are on any sort of trajectory, on any level in this organization. The quarterback, easy. No. The offensive line, not really. Maybe a little better. Receiving core, tight ends, linebackers, D-line, safeties, and cornerbacks. Do we have any upward, momentum? Is there a vector angling upward that is going to bring us out of this? And do we have any confidence that with the draft, by the way, the draft being in Pittsburgh in April, and we will be there, do we have any confidence they're going to pick a quarterback again, and it's going to be the quarterback? Because that's what they're angling for. I don't give a shit.
They think they already have their quarterback.
Well, what, in Will Howard?
Yeah. Why wouldn't they think that?
They might think that, yeah.
Okay, great. Get him out there.
I would like to see him out there. Because you know what? Number one.
This prediction, which one of us predicted that Will Howard would play a game this year? I think you might.
I think it was me.
I think it was Grand.
God forbid it was me. I think it was you.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Yeah.
But first of all, look, we know they would never put anyone in besides Rodgers outside of injury until they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. So that's not happening. But the whole thing that we're talking about here is, and I think Steve alluded to it, is the only way that you get better, or I would say the majority of the time when you get better, is if you do what the Steelers refuse to do, which is allow your team to bottom out. Right. The reason why the Bears are good this year is because they finished last and they had the number 1 pick and they picked Caleb Williams, right?
And then they realized that coach was garbage.
Right, and they fired him after 1 year.
Yep.
And brought in somebody that everybody thought was going to be a good head coach, and turns out he is.
Looks like he is.
Look at the Commanders. Same thing. They finished number 2. They got Jaden Daniels, probably better than Caleb Williams.
Maybe.
Look, it's been a down year due to injury, but the bottom line is that when he's healthy, they're a formidable contending team.
Yeah. Well, they got rid of their old coach, brought in a new coach.
Right. Exactly. That's basically what you have to do.
Yeah.
Now, once in a blue moon, you might have an organization that does things really well. Like take, for example, the Rams. The Rams are a team that drafts really well, but yet they were able to pluck probably like the one veteran quarterback that's still really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in Stafford.
Right. So, it's not that you can't do it.
They traded a lot to get him, though. They traded their starting quarterback and a couple first-round picks.
Well, it was a risky. It was
it wasn't without risk.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But that's the point. That's part of the point that Schwalbert's making here is that they risked it all to get Stafford because they felt like McVay, especially, felt like he had the right team, and that was the guy to run this offense. They got close with Goff and they shipped him off. And look what Goff has done. He's done very, very well.
For sure.
But he hasn't been able to get over the hump yet. The minute Stafford stepped on the field in LA, they got over the hump, you know, and you know, and he seems to be one of the good guys anyway. So you root for a guy like that. That
just shows you there's another way to do it. But a big part of that other way is, number one, taking a big risk, giving up a lot to get something, / hitting on almost all your draft picks.
Yeah.
You know, like not all of them, but
and the Steelers have far from done that.
Right. Like, you know, like when you have a good draft, I mean, you get like 4 starters out of a good draft.
Right. Exactly.
You know, and the Steelers just haven't been doing that.
That is the other thing they've been very terrible at.
Yeah. And I think and as I said at the beginning of our show, Sports Porch Black and Gold, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, we got a bunch of people watching there. Thanks a lot. Comment, tell us what you think. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click notifications. Every single Monday night at 7 p.m., we're here. Come rain, come shine. We're in the basement porch in Monroeville, spinning up the stories and having good times.
Can I leave our fans with some optimism?
Sure.
Oh, please, because I can find none right now. I don't even want to watch this game against
I
the
pulled
Bills.
out an old piece of paper that I've had for probably too long.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
And
This is good. History.
And I'm looking at the history of the Pittsburgh Steelers coaching situation. Okay. The good thing is Coach Knoll coached for 21 years. Okay. Tomlin's 21st year is coming up in 2 years.
Okay.
So I think we only have to deal with this for a couple more years.
For God's sake. Look,
How about that?
There is nothing.
How about that? I think if they're going to just keep doing the same thing over and over again, I think 2 more years and that's it.
2 more years and he can say, hey, Daddy said this was enough.
Yeah, Daddy said you only can coach for 21 years. I'm sorry, it's time for you to retire. Now, of course, Coach Knoll was 37 years old when he was hired and Tomlin was 34. So maybe we have 5. But I think the window is finally opening up for the Steelers.
It's starting to open up.
You're trying to be
opening up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be funny, but I'm showing you that if they do things by history, there is a window that's opening up very soon. It's not soon enough for us, and I'm sure it's not soon enough for Ian's guys out there.
Yeah.
But it's coming.
I don't know. I mean,
nobody's going to hire him if they say you have to retire, and if he says, okay, I'm going to retire after this contract's over. Nobody's going to be beating down their doors to get this guy.
I don't care about that. But I think a lot of
conversely, though,
I think what he's doing now is making it worse and worse for him.
I don't know. Here's the thing. To be honest, I think as soon as he's available, he'll have a job in no time. Because here's the thing. The national media doesn't get it like we do.
They're starting to, though. I've heard some sports minutes.
How many times are you going to listen to like Mike Greenberg, who's like, a total national guy, say like, the minute they get rid of this guy would be the most asinine thing in the world. The guy has a winning record for 20 straight years and blah, blah, blah. I mean, dude, they love this guy.
But for a fact, like right now, if we were to get Stefanski and get rid of Tomlin, we'd be much better off.
Probably.
Crazy.
And that's
he's actually talking about
Browns.
the Browns coach.
That's the freaking Browns.
Yeah. Well,
that's how sad it is.
Well, the Browns coach, I mean, think about it. The Browns coach is the 2-time coach of the year.
Yeah.
And on top of that, his defense is way better than ours. Maybe Myles Garrett would come with it.
Yeah.
How about Myles Garrett has 18 sacks?
He's going to break TJ's record this year. Yeah.
What is the record? 21 or something?
Yeah, it's going to piss off TJ. Oh, man. Well, you know what you can do about that, TJ? You can get more sacks.
Yeah, right. Well, and I'm afraid, guys, we've seen the best of TJ Watt. I mean, I know he had the strip sack, and
he did have one good play, which was one more than the week before.
Yeah, but I think he's starting to age out. It's obvious. And Hayward just doesn't even exist unless he's batting the balls down. So.
Well, he's got a bum ankle. But, TJ did it in front of his brother. So, good for him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I just don't.
Nice brotherly moment.
It's very, very hard.
Derek Watt was in the stands
to put this team together.
Oh, poor Derek.
All right, you guys got anything more you want to say on the Steelers current? I mean, we got the Bills coming into town this week.
They're going to get mopped up by the Bills, right?
So?
I don't know about that.
Mark's got a different philosophy on this, but I think I don't think.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Bills.
The Bills aren't going to lose 3 in a row.
I feel like the Bills.
They are in disarray right now.
They also are a team that may be heading in the wrong direction. I mean, if you think about it this way, it's kind of like the Bills have sort of had their window like the last 3 years. Josh Allen, great quarterback, can't get over the hump, can't get past Pat Mahomes. And now it seems like every year he just loses a little bit more and a little bit more. There's no Stephon Diggs anymore.
Yeah, he's got nobody to throw to.
He's got nobody to throw to.
His second wide receiver they benched.
Yeah, it's like, the defensive players are always getting injured. I don't know. I think it wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me if the Bills don't even make the playoffs and McDermott gets fired.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I would have said you're an absolute fool at the beginning of the year, but I mean, what New England's doing now is very impressive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And those words actually ring true right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, what New England has done is exactly what you've been talking about. What they pick? I think he was a top 10 pick. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Rick May, but third or something.
But they brought in,
they had Mac Jones before him.
Yeah, but
remember they drafted receivers in the first round 2 years in a row, and you're like, what is this team doing? They have no idea what.
Well,
that
was Belichick. That was the end of Belichick.
Right.
But they moved on from him and they brought in Mayo, and Mayo was no good. But they had drafted Drake May, and they said, who should we bring back? Now, they did go back to the well, and they got a former player, former Super Bowl champion.
But he was a good coach. He got Tannehill to the championship game.
That's what I'm saying. They made the right choice, and he's modern in the game. And they look, as far as I can see right now, they aced their pick for quarterback. I mean, the guy, he plays the position the right way.
Well, McDaniels and they brought Josh McDaniels back,
and they brought him back.
And he knows how to run quarterbacks that are good to make them better. I mean, frick, he had Tom Brady for all those Super Bowls.
Did you just say frick?
Yeah. I got tired of saying the F word because I said it too much in the post game. I'm trying to calm down.
The FCC's been all over.
The beer's helping out.
And conversely to the Steelers, I'm sure that Vrabel lets Josh McDaniels do whatever he wants.
Pretty much, yeah.
I bet he
That.
does.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm sure he can overrule the play, but
no doubt. He doesn't know a lick about offense.
Right.
So here we go. So now the Patriots are back, and here the Steelers sit. And
that's why I think the Bills have to win.
The air is coming out of the balloon for Mike Tomlin, yet we still are faced with this dread, this lump in our throats that's like, yeah, but they're gonna keep him. They're gonna keep this guy. They're gonna keep this guy forever.
It's because
it's 21 years. He's got 3 more.
It's because the leadership can't self-scout. They can't see what's in front of their nose.
Yeah.
That's right.
They believe in themselves too much.
Correct.
Yeah, we are the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right.
We are a historic franchise.
We
are still a historic franchise. Only all of our history is in the rear view mirror.
I'm leaving this game this week. This game this week is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a classic Tomlin rebound game. It's in Pittsburgh. And the Bills. Josh Allen is starting to do Josh Allen things that we've talked about in the past.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I'm
not predicting it, but
I'm not 100% sure on these stats, but I'm pretty sure. I think Josh Allen has 18 touchdowns and 9 interceptions this year.
He's having a decent year. Yeah.
No, I'm saying that's not a good year.
That's not a good year.
It's not a good year at all.
Not by his standards.
Right.
But that's not
Stafford
hard.
leads the league in touchdown passes.
Yeah, like
20,
30.
24,
he's got
27.
30.
I think he's got
30 after
last
night.
And I think he might only have like 3 interceptions or something.
Something like that.
Okay,
Anyway.
But that's the point. He's starting to do Josh Allen things. I meant the risky things and the things that don't work.
Right. Exactly.
Because he's got to do everything.
He's got to do everything. Yeah. So, I mean, this could be a Steelers victory, but the problem, it could be an embarrassing loss. It could be an embarrassing loss as well. They have James Cook, who is a good running back. They absolutely have to win this game. The Steelers have to win this game. But the classic Tomlin rebound game that we got so used to, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like the air has come out of this, and this could end up being a shellacking by the Bills that really gets the populace up in arms, that ownership, that they wouldn't pay attention to it, outwardly, but they're going to have to pay attention to it now. It's going to be so much if they get crushed by the Bills that at the end of the year, they're going to have to rethink things. I don't know. I mean, what do you do? It's like, how do they not see this? That's what's bothering me. If I'm running a business, how do you not see this?
Were you not listening to Mark?
No, I don't. I try not to listen to Mark.
Mark said,
you should start.
They believe what they're saying.
Right.
They believe everything that they think. They don't think the Tomlin's bad. They think they've got the right process. And they're very far away from the right process.
And they are
to win playoff games and make it the Super Bowls.
And
they've got the right process for being right in the mushy middle and maybe making the playoffs every year.
So on that note, we're going to be doing a post game, right?
Of course.
Yep. Grand Schwalbini, you'll be here for the post game.
I believe so. Yeah. Eagles are playing on Friday.
It's a 4:00 game on Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. And any chance the counselor could be involved in this one?
He'll probably be at the game, actually.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's going to be way too technical.
He's been a disappointment, the counselor.
Oh, he's super pissed. He's done with the Steelers. Like he's ready to cash in his season.
I mean, he's been a disappointment to the show.
Yeah.
I mean,
we expect more out of our attorney.
I told you he had to get a real job.
I mean, why are we paying him all this money?
He blew through all that money that
he's got to pay for air conditioning.
Yeah, he's got to pay for air conditioning in Squirrel Hill. He just didn't put much thought process into buying a house.
But it's getting cooler. He doesn't need air conditioning anymore.
Well, now he's got to pay for the heat.
No, he's got to pay for the heat.
You got to heat up those chickens in the backyard.
He's got to heat up the fireplace that's in every single room of the house. You want those chickens
to keep laying those eggs.
That's right. He did get chickens, didn't he?
Nice.
In the city.
3 chickens.
In the city.
That's itself
not
just
actually
shows,
uncommon.
Do we even want him on the show?
How about some eggs? Do you think maybe he could bring us some eggs?
We could get him to talk about the healthcare process.
I'm not going to eat anything that his chickens make.
Did you
We love you, Scott. We're just rad.
We're just kidding with you, Scott.
We miss you, Scott. That's why we're rad.
We like you.
I see his wife V down at Trader Joe's all the time.
You didn't see my wife, did you? She tries to sneak in and sneak out without seeing you.
Does she really? She's that scared of me? What's she think I'm going to do? I might give her free food.
Well, it's just like, I mean, look, sometimes it's just
that's an open question. I'm not sure you
right. It's kind of like, I mean, if Chris spots me, he's going to start yapping and yapping and yapping. I can't get out of this.
She didn't even go in the frozen food section because of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big section of the store. She's really limiting herself.
No, that's not true. She had to get some things.
Okay.
I think these dumplings that Max likes.
All right. We're getting some comments in here. Ted Jones. What's up, Ted? Hit that subscribe button. Click notifications.
77.
Teddy.
Old process. No draft picks from the 2022 season.
Yep.
Also, Amy May says, me too. I think she's talking about trying to avoid me when she comes to the store.
Yeah, because she just texts you and say, could you bring this tomorrow?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't you owe us some cinnamon bun stuff?
Owe you. I owe you some cinnamon bun stuff.
Is it here?
Wait a minute.
I did hear it.
Did you hear that? I owe him.
You owe him.
That I bought for him.
You're supposed to get it for free.
Yeah,
for your friends.
I don't. Yes,
friends and family discount.
I have. I have your. I'm glad we brought this up.
Next time Susan shows up, I'll make sure she asks you by name.
Amy just tell her to text me. Amy just texts me her order.
Do you think she has your text number?
Who, Susan? She's got my phone number.
No,
I could text her right now.
Not.
Did she block it? What's the deal here?
I'm not going to speak about that.
This is getting way too scandalous.
There could be some hurt feelings here.
Ted Jones is right though about the draft picks and no Pro Bowlers.
There you go.
Since 2018.
Hey, we owe Chris $50. Right. We owe Chris $50 is what Amy's saying.
So you're charging my wife?
Just Venmo him, Amy.
I'm charging your wife for services.
We're trying to run a sports show here, not a Trader Joe's.
All right. We got to move on here. Listen,
Ted Jones is right. I just have to shout out to Ted because there have been no Pro Bowlers, no draft picks, There's been no creativity from this offense. How do you expect this team to get any better?
Well, actually, that's
you're right
soon going to be incorrect. George Pickens will be in the Pro Bowl this year.
Yeah, most likely.
Man, that's a good one.
Most likely.
Actually, there has been there's an article coming out, or there was an article that talks about how former Steelers now are really kind of killing it.
Are they?
Yeah.
Who else is killing it?
Supposedly Minka's doing pretty good down in Miami. He's having a pretty good year down there.
Okay. Yeah. Great for Minka. All right. Look, if you're watching us on YouTube. Okay, here we go.
Devin White. Devin Bush.
Devin Bush
is actually having a pretty good year.
Is he?
Yeah.
In Cleveland?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got Myles Garrett there.
But I'm just saying, like, he doesn't look like a bum. You know,
right.
Like he couldn't tackle anything. I guess he's, actually a pretty good tackler when you teach him how to do it.
All right, so we're going to move on now.
I'm just saying, like, that's what's happening now. Right. All the Steelers picks are getting traded away, and they're playing okay. I mean,
I want to bring us on to our Porch picks coming up here, but thank you for watching on YouTube. We got a bunch of people on YouTube right now watching it on X. We are at the Sports Porch Podcast. If you're listening to the podcast, which is on anywhere you get your podcasts, make sure you follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and the notifications, the little bell. It'll tell you when we're live, which is every Monday night at 7 p.m. And after every Steelers game. And according to the Grand Schwalbini, this last post game, we started a little too late. So we're going to try to be on time for this one.
Yep.
We're going to be on time for this one.
We will prioritize you, our fans, and not our dogs that we starve.
That we do not starve our dogs.
You said your dogs had to eat.
Well, they did have to eat.
Or our families.
Okay. Sometimes I don't even remember what excuses I give you guys for being late.
Don't worry. We remind you.
I could have been totally doing something else then.
We remind you.
All right. What are Porch picks? Well, every week we pick usually 3 games, a Thursday night game, a good matchup on Sunday, and then the Sunday night game. We compile it all into a record, which means absolutely nothing at the end of the year. These guys, they want me to do something foolish no matter what. Maybe we'll make that happen. This week, we're going to do 4 games, a bonus game, because it's Thanksgiving weekend. This past week, we did the Bills at the Texans. All of us had the Bills, so we lost there. We did the Colts at the Chiefs. Mark and Chris had the Chiefs. Steve had the Colts.
I went 0 for 3.
We did the Bucks. No, you didn't. We did the Bucks at the Rams. Oh, Mark had the Rams. Oh, Mark is 2-1.
Yep, there he goes again, not knowing how to add.
Steve is.
I got it. 21-16, 19-18, and you were 1-2.
Yeah. Okay. So I have these. So
off. You're 21-16.
Mark was 3. Yeah. So he's 21-16.
You're 21-16.
I'm 21.
I'm now 19-18.
I'm 21-16.
So the Grand Schwalbini has caught up.
You're now in the lead.
And you are, what are you, Steve? 19
and 18. I went 0 for 3 again.
19.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
18 and
I went 1 for 3 the week.
The Grand Schwalbini. Everybody's 21-16 except Steve. Okay.
21-16.
All right. So it's still an interesting setup here.
Still, the whole thing's up for grabs still.
The whole thing's up for grabs. So
and we got 4 games this week.
Many weeks to go.
We do have 4 games this week. The first game we are going to be picking is Green Bay at Detroit. This is a very big game. And
when is this game being played?
Thursday night.
It's a Thanksgiving game.
It is.
Yes. Or Thursday at 1:00. I'm sorry. Yes.
Packers at Lions.
Yes.
What do you got there, Grand Schwalbini?
Oh, I lead us off?
Yeah.
I'm back in first?
I get to go last because I suck.
I will go with the Lions. A little lackluster this past week, but turned it on at the end. Jahmyr Gibbs running wild, and I love it. So I am taking the likable Lions.
And Mike Lawrence says the Lions by 7. I can see that comment down there on the screen. Lions by 7. I'm going to take the Lions as well.
You just want to keep even with me?
Yeah. I think they're going to win this game. I think they're a better team than the Packers. Everybody thought the Packers after, the first game was, they're going to the Super Bowl. Ever since then, it's been up and down for them. And the Lions got to win. The Lions got to win it.
Not much love for love, I see.
No love for love. I'm not convinced on him. I'm not convinced on
that. I got no chance, so I'm just going to stick with Detroit. I'm going to stick with the crowd.
All right.
There we
right.
go. Okay. All right. Green Bay. Your pick in the comments. Green Bay at Detroit on Thursday. Okay. Next up is the bonus Friday game.
Bonus
Who
game.
would have imagined that the Bears at the Eagles would end up being a pivotal game in the NFC? Who would have imagined?
I don't know who.
With the Bears, what are the Bears? 7-3 now, or 8-3?
They're both 8-3. It's the 8-3 bowl.
Yeah, I mean, who would have imagined? Your pick in the comments. Grand Schwalbini, Bears at the Eagles.
For first place in the NFC.
And I know this isn't our Philly show. Anybody who's a Philly fan, there's a show tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. But I saw a lot of stuff online today about Jalen Hurts and the locker room and all that. You know, Colin Cowherd was talking about it and all that stuff. Is there any relevancy to this, or is it just people? Because Colin Cowherd, when he says this is one of my sources inside the Eagles locker room and it's an A+ source.
What did he say?
Basically, what they're saying is that Jalen Hurts, when they scheme up the play, when they scheme up the game, they want him to play a certain way within the scheme that they run and the plays they call. Mm-hmm. But every time he goes out there, he just plays his own game, and they're starting to get tired of that.
I believe that.
I've heard that.
I mean, they're not even running Barkley anymore.
I've heard that, but I personally think that the grade A source is A.J. Brown.
Really?
Well, that might be true.
Do you really think that?
Yeah, I do. I think he's just A.J. Brown. You know, it's one of those things where, thank God they won a Super Bowl with him and his talent, because he's an excellent player, but he is a lousy teammate. Now, here's the thing.
George Pickens.
Now, here's the thing. Teammates like him. Yeah. A lot of teammates really do like him.
Because he's very competitive.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But he wants the ball.
But the bottom line is, you know, and somebody brought this up today, and it's very telling. A.J. Brown was much happier, laughing, doing his post-game interviews because he got the ball and got a touchdown yesterday. Conversely, when they win and he's barely a part of it, he's complaining.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'd see that.
He's honestly, he's happier with the stats. And, you know, to me, it's just ridiculous. I mean, look, you know, Jalen Hurts has 17 touchdowns and 1 interception this year. You know, please don't try to tell me he's not playing well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because he's throwing the 2 really good wide receivers.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Well, and how many rushing touchdowns?
It's probably got 7.
Yeah, I was going to say is total.
Yeah.
Too many.
Right.
Yeah. But total touchdowns. I mean,
right.
And I'm with you there.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous. Personally, I think that the Eagles' problem this year is twofold. It's number one, the offensive line is really banged up. And that's why Barkley can't run. And that's also why, you know, Hurts is running into some games where he hasn't played very well.
He's running for his life.
Yeah. But, you know, and I also think too, you know what, it's much like 2023. You know, you change the offensive coordinator. He's a first-time play caller. And to be honest, I just don't think he's been that good.
Gotcha.
You know, so.
Clearly. He doesn't even give the ball to Barkley.
No, I mean, so. I mean, look.
But I mean, they are winning games.
Still,
they blew it in Dallas.
Yeah, they're still good. The positive is that Vic Fangio is an incredible defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
and
sure.
And the defense is really good.
Yeah, this is true. The way they dial up linebackers is unbelievable right now.
Yeah. So, but look, this game.
Yeah, finding Vaughn was a really good find.
Well, and Phillips, the trade from the dude from Miami this year, is crushing it.
And N'Kobe is pretty good too.
N'Kobe Dean.
Yeah, well, that's just great draft.
All right, so let's pick this game. Mike Lawrence says Eagles by 10.
Yeah.
Grand Schwalbini.
You know, here's the thing. I'm going to go Eagles here, even though I do think the Eagles are teetering on another 2023 collapse. I think they're teetering on it. The only reason why I'm taking the Eagles here is because I watched Caleb Williams play against the Steelers, and while he's got a lot of potential, He's really inaccurate, very inconsistent.
Yeah.
And I think that the Eagles D is going to be able to pick off a couple passes against him. So I think because of turnovers, the Eagles will end up winning this game. But the Eagles don't get turnovers, they're not going to win this game.
Right.
But I'm picking the Eagles.
All right. I'm going with the Eagles too, because I agree with you as far as Caleb Williams is concerned. I see that Chicago's turned it around. He's definitely progressed. I think he has a couple more things he's got to polish up. Right. And one of those is his accuracy. And sometimes the accuracy has to do with the timing.
Right.
On it's not just he can't hit the throw, it's the timing's off. I think the Eagles are going to dominate him at the line because of the linebacking situation in that line with Jalen Carter and throwing him off his game. You know, they beat the Steelers, which arguably was, okay, now they're playing a potential contender, you know, after playing really bad teams and getting off to a 7-3 start. Well, they handled the Steelers. So next in line is a premier team, and that's the Eagles, and I don't think they can do that. I don't think he's up to his first test with Vic Fangio. Yeah, I don't think so. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm going with the Eagles. All righty.
Caleb Williams is not Dak Prescott. And
so you're going with the Eagles?
Well, it's for some reason Dak can really ball against the Eagles once a year. It does
seem like it, yeah.
I mean, he just does it, and he did it the other night. But Chicago needs to run the ball. They're not going to be able to run the ball. This is going to be a complete blowout. Philly by 21.
Oh my God! Now there's an over.
A funny little aside.
I do think he's going to make a lot of.
This is kind of what I think about Dak Prescott. He is the best worst quarterback of all time.
Yep. I mean, he's the number one quarterback in Dallas now.
Right. But
all time.
He's the best worst quarterback of all time, which basically means, you know who he is? Very similar to Kirk Cousins.
I love how you say that at me. Right.
He's a lead the league in passing guy who can never win a big game in the playoffs. Yeah.
Now
they would have said the same about Drew Brees had he not won the Super Bowl.
That's very true. Well, you look at Phillip Rivers.
Right.
Best worst.
Yep. Phillip Rivers. Right.
Now,
exactly.
is it best worst, or is he the worst best quarterback? I think he's more like the worst best quarterback.
That's too much for me to handle.
No, best worst. He nailed it.
All right.
Next game.
All right. Next game coming up. Pick 'em. We want your comments to reflect your pick. This is a Sunday game. It is the Texans at the Colts. And who would have thought that at this point in the season, this is like a marquee AFC matchup? Could we be seeing the rise of the Texans and the Colts and the fall of the Patriots, not the Patriots, the rise of the Texans, the Colts, the Patriots, and the fall of the Bills, the Chiefs, and I would even throw in, say, the Chargers, because they've always been, kind of like, I mean, we don't have to answer that question now.
Okay.
All right. I'm stretching.
You're stretching too much for a useless
All right.
game.
Texans at Colts. Number 1 D versus Jonathan Taylor and Danny Dimes. What do you got, Schwaber? Texans at Colts.
I think the Dimes stretches it out this week.
Yeah.
A little screen pass to Jonathan Taylor. Few Taylor 50-yard runs. I'm saying the Colts are back after a few lackluster weeks.
Okay. Now, is C.J. Stroud supposed to start in this game?
Does it matter?
I have no idea.
Well, the Texans,
they're all about their defense.
They are about their defense.
Their defense is really isn't. And Nico Collins was hurt, so
he's always hurt. He plays and he always gets hurt.
And he always
plays every 5 games.
Yeah, he plays like every 3rd game.
Well, the Texans. Who did the Texans just beat the Bills? That number, I'm going with the Texans on this one. Mm-hmm. I love that D. I love those red uniforms they had on.
Oh, those were terrible.
I like them.
What'd you like about them?
I just like that they're red.
They look like a wrapper of a Red Hot.
Mm-hmm. That's what I like about them. I like Red Hots.
Yeah. I do love Red Hots too, but I don't want them on my football players.
I like Red Hots. I want my football players to look like Red Hots.
Well, you know what the weird thing is? The weird thing is it's like when you are now, I guess they could have done an Oilers throwback, but they're not really the Oilers. But like that's what you have to do when you have no throwback.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
I mean,
it's like the color rush.
Right,
Remember,
right.
they
Color
started
rush,
out like 8 years ago or whatever. Everybody gets a color, they got to pick it and go.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't changed their logo or anything about their logo since
they
did. Started.
They changed the logo on the helmets on Thursday.
Bit. No. I mean, like no throw.
It was like a bull. It had like a bull
really?
to it.
No, I mean no throwback. They have no throwback or.
Well, I mean Houston. I mean, but they didn't come from. They're not the
Oilers,
Houston Oilers.
Right.
So I mean, they didn't keep that. They were a new franchise.
All right.
Which
HJ,
is
who's
dumb.
going to win?
They should have kept the Oilers stuff.
Nobody
cares about my
Nobody cares anymore. Right.
Did you say who was going to win this game?
No.
Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor going to run all over that defense.
Yeah, there's where we can make.
I don't care
ground.
about Tutuo or that other guy.
Okay.
I mean, they're good at rushing the quarterback. They're not going to rush Jonathan Taylor.
Okay, Texans at Colts. Your pick in the comments.
We get a bonus game this week.
The bonus game was actually the Eagles game. The Sunday night game is what we're picking next. And I should have included the Broncos in that Rise comment. Broncos at Commanders. This is I mean, this is not a well,
the Commanders are 3-7?
Yeah, well, they're horrible. Their defense is terrible, absolutely terrible. And obviously Jaden Daniels is out. Mike Lawrence, Colts by 3, he says.
There you go, Mike.
Jaden Daniels is out. I mean, this team needs a reset. You know, they were if there was ever bad luck to happen to a team, it is this team this year for injuries. They were decimated by injuries, and they're just, you know,
they also had the oldest team in the NFL.
True, especially on the
I would say, you know, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna pick the Broncos by use of my brain. But something does tell me I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders get a win here, because it is a Sunday night game.
Right.
You know, look, I mean, at this point, if you're the Commanders, this is kind of like your Super Bowl. Yeah. You know, your fans are going to be jacked up for it. I still don't really think the Broncos are as good as their record. I really don't.
Right.
But I got to take him because who even is the quarterback? Oh, Mariota.
Yeah.
I can't pick Mariota.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right. Broncos.
I'm going with the Broncos as well. And I got a feeling.
Yeah, I can't. I just can't go with the former Redskins. I just can't.
I can't. Yeah, exactly. Broncos by 17.
I actually said that the Commanders were going to be crap this year.
You did, but
true.
But you were saying they were just going to be crap. Period.
And I was right.
Well, you were right, but what I'm saying is they got injured. They got a ton of injuries that. But they weren't starting off great.
They weren't. Yeah, they weren't.
It seems to be the trend.
See, I still feel like I need to defend them.
It's the sophomore slump.
Yeah,
you
got the great rookie quarterback, and then the next year he's just not that good.
Right.
That's what's so good about Drake May.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not doing what he did.
He's getting better. Yeah. He's getting even better.
And same with Bo Nix, if you want to go with. You want to talk about sophomore quarterbacks.
I mean, actually, Bo Nix is...
He doesn't have to be great.
He doesn't, but he is a lot better than I think a lot of people thought.
And he's got a good offensive-minded head coach.
Yep.
Who knows what to run with him as a quarterback.
That's right.
Duh.
No play calling issues there.
Okay, do we want to try our new segment here?
Sure.
Before we go on to
I want to talk about the Pens.
You want to do Hockey Jesus first? Okay.
Then we can get into all the other.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Right over here to my right on the screen, my right in the studio is Hockey Jesus. And Hockey Jesus preaches on the podcast after every single Penguins game. He does it live right here on YouTube. So if you're a Pens fan, you got to listen to his commentary. He does commentary, highlights. He actually breaks down, and it's all in under 15 minutes generally.
Always.
He breaks down certain plays in the game. I love how you do it. He's still working on the cursor thing.
You know what? Yeah. I have a new cursor, but it doesn't show up on the video. So I got to figure out why it's not showing up on the video.
It's probably like a little click somewhere, you know?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I did. Look, like if you came over my computer now, you'd see my big ass cursor, but it's just not showing up.
So Hockey Jesus preaches on the podcast after every single Penguins game during the regular season, and take it away, Hockey Jesus. We got were they on a break?
No,
what's my problem?
Their breaks are now over.
Right. Remember, I watched your last couple. That's right.
They were at the Global Series.
Yeah.
And they played like 2 games in 2 weeks
in Sweden.
And since then they've been back and they've played 2 games in 2 days over the weekend, Friday, Saturday. They don't play again until Wednesday, and they've actually been in a bit of a slump by my standard. They've lost 2, 4, 6, 7 of their last 9. That's bad.
But you're not counting that they're getting some points in those games.
They have gotten 3-4 points.
Mm-hmm.
So half of those they've gotten points.
Mm-hmm.
So the loser point is their friend right now because they've won so many games. But they've been losing in overtime. They've been losing in shootouts. They just can't figure it out.
I can't believe they can't win a shootout anymore. They used to win them all the time.
Well, that's because under Bilesman, we're going way back now.
Mm-hmm.
They used to practice it. So they did go. Yeah. They actually did go back to practicing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with Murashoff in goal now, they've got a better chance.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I mean, Sheloff just doesn't look good in a shootout. He just can't. He guesses too much. Like, you have to be very patient in the shootout. You have to wait for it to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to make that poke check, you got to do it right away.
Mm-hmm.
And if you miss, you're just toast. You look like an absolute fool.
There's no Colby Armstrong.
They don't have a shootout specialist, right? They don't. I don't know. Maybe Kindle can be one. I doubt that though. So the Penguins have been in a little bit of a slide. The really interesting thing about it is they're going to play a lot of back-to-back games coming up. They play Buffalo, like I said, and then they play at Columbus and versus Toronto back-to-back over the weekend again. So this is what's happening now because they had so much time off, and you got the Olympics coming up on top of that in February. They're going to have a lot of games they're going to have to play back-to-back. So I don't know if that's going to help them or hurt them. I do like the way Murashoff is playing, even though he did get the loss the other night. He looks the part. Like, he passes the look test. Like, he's the goalie. You look at him playing, and you know that. You know when you see a goalie play, like, he's got it. Like, you know he could play the puck. He's fast. When he gives up a goal, he's pissed off. His rebound control is great. Everything about him is checking all the boxes. They just got to find secondary scoring again. Their primary scoring has been good, but it's kind of fallen off since Brazeau's not been in the lineup. They just had a lot of injuries too. So I'm trying not to make it sound like I'm making excuses, but I am. But they've played so well. They're still in the playoff spot. But the thing is, everybody's playing well. If you look at the Metro from top to bottom, I think there's like
everybody's got a winning record.
3 points that separates,
right?
Like
6 to last.
Yeah, and New Jersey got hurt. I guess they don't know how to use kitchen knives in New Jersey, so I guess they got Jack Hughes that's out for a while now, and he gets hurt every year.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really ridiculous.
Wotherspoon update.
Wotherspoon's been playing great. Mm-hmm. He actually almost had a 2-goal game.
This is the first time that we've chosen somebody who's actually really come on to play well.
Right, and probably won't get dealt.
Right. right.
Because he is playing with Carlson and he's coming up. They did bring a couple guys up. They brought up Sam Poulin, who's looked like garbage on the third line.
Any relation to Dave Poulin?
No Poulin relationship. It's not his daddy. It's not his uncle.
I guess it's just a common name in Canada.
I guess so. But they have brought up Tristan Braz. So that's good. He's the Penguins. He's the baby Penguins captain. So he's supposedly like a really great locker room guy. He had a shorthanded goal the other night. So I think he's going to be great on the third line. I can't wait to see him playing on a line with Kindle and probably Novak. But it's hard to say. They might put somebody else on that line. I think the Penguins are in okay shape right now. Look, Thanksgiving's here, and it looks like they're probably going to be in a playoff spot. And that means a lot to some people. To me, it's a data point, right? It just says they can be a playoff team, but they got to keep playing well. And Sid and Gino, you still got the Gino thing out there. Gino's not signed next year at all. I don't know if they're going to address it. Supposedly, I don't know if one of you guys told me this, or maybe it was the counselor.
It wouldn't have been me.
So, supposedly, at the break, not the All-Star break, the Olympic break, they're going to sit down and have a heart-to-heart about what's going to happen with his contract situation. So we should know in February whether or not he's going to be back, or whether he wants to be traded at the deadline, or if he wants to sign a 1-year contract. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. The one thing I do know is there were some new owners that were putting in bids for FSG. I guess the one that was hot to take it out. Hot to buy the Penguins. Yeah. I guess they didn't have enough money.
Hot legs. I love you, honey.
Woo!
Very nice.
There you go.
Way to go, Rod. Very nice.
Yeah.
So they're out. So that means Penguins are still looking for somebody to buy them. So if you got $1 billion, you can buy them.
You can put something together.
Maybe
put together a package.
Yeah, put together.
All right.
See if you can buy somebody.
Get a few investors.
When's the next Hockey Jesus?
I will be at the game live Wednesday, and I've been teasing this with my fan base that watch me after the game.
Yeah, you're getting some people to watch you live now.
MK's my guy. MK. I know he'll be there after the game.
Awesome.
And I nicknamed him MK because I can't pronounce his last name.
There you go.
And anyway, I've been teasing, and I'm taking my microphones and everything. I'm going to try and do something at the arena after the game.
I like it.
In the arena.
Yeah,
wow.
do some tests before that, but I'll tell you how to
run down to like the ice level and see if you can get an interview.
That's a good idea. Like I could just
awesome.
run right out on the ice.
Yeah. Hockey Jesus.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hockey Jesus with the Sports Porch. All right. Hockey Jesus preaches on the podcast after every single Penguins game. He does it live. So if you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button.
Or just head over to the porch after the game's over.
Click notifications. You'll know when he goes live after every Pens game.
I haven't put together this promo yet. I'm working on it.
Okay, that's cool. And he obviously, for the West Coast games, he's live after those games too. So if you can't get enough,
oh boy, when are the next?
You know where to get it from.
Thanks for reminding me.
You know where to get it from. Okay, we got something we're gonna try here. We're gonna go outside the lines.
Oh boy,
this is AI fact of the day.
AI fact of the day.
This is the AI fact of the day. I've been messing around with these AI reel and shorts creators, and you got to put prompts in. So I decided, there's some questions that I'd like
sitting down.
Some questions that I'd like to have answered. And it was wonderful at putting together a visual for me to answer these questions.
This is not for everybody. Parents, you might want to go on pause for a minute.
This is what my AI companion explained to me.
Is this a love interest?
When I asked it about the intricacies of multi-flavored popcorn and sex.
Ever wondered how popcorn can spice up your night? From sweet caramel to spicy jalapeno. Flavors can ignite passion. Each flavor tells a story, just like every relationship. Crunch can be as thrilling as a first kiss.
Oh boy.
Sweetness, it lingers, just like memory. Spicy flavors create unexpected sparks. Pairing flavors can be an adventure, just like in love. Balance is key. The experience is all about exploration. Discovering new flavors can be thrilling. So, indulge in your popcorn fantasies. After all, life is too short for plain popcorn.
There it is.
Life is too short for plain popcorn.
You like that? I thought that was fantastic.
That was great.
You like that?
Yeah. You like that, Kirk Cousins. You like that. So
that was well done.
AI fact of the day. I'm actually going to post this on our TikTok page. Go over to TikTok.
Yeah.
And we'll have one coming up every week. I do want to talk very briefly, about the Pirates. Very briefly. And here's why. Kyle Schwarber is not fucking coming to the Pirates ever. Okay? Get off it. It ain't happening. Why do I know this? because I know that there is no fucking reason I can think of where Kyle Schwarber would sign a contract to potentially play out some of the remaining years or getting close to his baseball career in Pittsburgh. He's not the answer, and he's not going to sign here. And the fact that they went out and they said, I love this. Josh Naylor re-signed with Seattle. Oh, we were in on it. You weren't.
No, they didn't even put in a bid.
You were never in on it. I don't know where these rumors get started, and I don't know how they get started, but I got to be honest with you. This is the year I think we're gonna be brutal on the Pirates the whole year.
I heard somebody, that Schwarber report was first put out by a guy named Jeff Passett.
I know. I heard this whole thing.
You heard this whole thing, and it's somebody was basically saying like these guys are paid to comment at some point on like every team.
Oh, okay.
So this was a nice way to get the Pirates in.
Right.
So he doesn't have to talk about them again.
Right. Exactly.
We feel that way a lot.
Right. And what I was hearing is this guy that wrote it, Posson, like he's a baseball writer, right, superhero, and he knows. And it's like, look, I'm not gonna judge anybody's credentials because I didn't go to journalism school. Sorry. But sometimes the journalist part of it is kind of like, look, these days, clicks and headlines, clicks and headlines, clicks and headlines, clicks and headlines.
Yeah.
But what happens is when you have a fan base like the Pirates fan base, which the true fan base is still there. They want this team to win. They want this team to put something on the field that's worth watching because the mystique of PNC Park has worn off. All right. It's worn off. If it hadn't worn off, they'd have 25,000 people a game. Okay. It's worn off. All right. The pierogi races are fucking old. All right. The Zambelli fireworks, great fireworks show. I don't need 17 of them a summer. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because we got to put seats in the ballpark. All right. But guys, Kyle Schwarber will not be a Pirate. I do not. And look, if they do go out and sign somebody, hey, listen, I'll be the first to say, thank God. But nobody of significance is going to be signed by the Pittsburgh Pirates this year. And there is a video that maybe I'll play when we get to closer to Pirate season. I said this last year. I said it. And what I said is Paul Skeens is going to force his way out of Pittsburgh. And guess what?
All the Yankees stuff.
All the Yankees stuff, but also Buster Olney. They interviewed him about 6 months ago, and he said, if I was Paul Skeens, I would basically tell them, I'm not going to play for you unless you trade me. Now, this is a respected baseball writer who's basically saying, look, he's wasting his career there. It's only going to be so long before he says, look, I gave you everything I could give you. You gave me nothing back. And now you want to try to limit me in arbitration. Sayonara.
Well, the other part of that story, too, was that Skeens was basically saying that he's frustrated that the team is clearly not trying to win.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah, they did sign Jack Sawinski. Woohoo!
Right.
Cannonballs are coming. And if you watch our show for the last few years, you'll know that I was, a fan of Jack Sawinski when he first came up because he had some pop in his bat. But you want to know what? The Pirates did to him what they do to everybody else. They ruined him. How does Henry Davis go from being a top college prospect and a great hitting catcher to being an absolute nothing in the major leagues?
Right.
It's coached out of him. That's what happens. These guys don't fall off a cliff at 22.
Right.
He
had to worry too much about playing the outfield.
I know. It was ridiculous. So, all right, guys, that's my Pirates rant for the evening. Let's get back to your regularly scheduled programming here at the Sports Porch Podcast on YouTube, where you should hit that subscribe button and also go to Spotify or anywhere you get your podcast. Hey, man, we're starting to get over like 120, 130 downloads every single day. So the word's getting out. People are watching. We got merch all over the place now. The draft is coming. We got Hockey Jesus over here. I mean, how could you be more dedicated than this guy for hockey? It's absolutely unbelievable.
Well, you could watch every game.
Yeah.
And listen to me.
Okay. Well, I mean.
And you'd have to have your own show.
Which you never know. It could happen.
But he might inspire the youth to
You would have had to
one.
start 2 years ago.
This is going to be a really quick last segment. It's called What the Hell Are We Watching? And I'll tell you what it's all about. You guys dedicate all of your time to us. You watch our shows, you listen to our podcast, you send us emails, you connect with us, and we're going to give that time back to you. And you know how we do that? Well, you know about streaming services. You know what's going on in the world. There's just so much content out there. You might spend 45 minutes of the rest of your night searching through the trailers, and then you figure out, I don't really want to watch anything, or you wake up drooling with multi-flavored popcorn in your lap, and you're not sure what happened, but you know you didn't watch anything good. So we do that for you. We watch everything we can, and we decide whether it's good or bad, and we tell you right here. So we give you that 45 minutes back so you can finish eating your popcorn. How about that? Did that work out good?
It was okay.
All right, cool. Grand Schwalbini is watching. I'm going to have to pull it up right here. This is on Netflix, I believe. Right. All right.
Billionaires Bunker. One season, I think it was
Billionaires Bunker.
Yeah, one season. I think it was 8 episodes. It's definitely set up for a second season. So we'll have to see if that happens. I enjoyed it. I mean, look, I'm not going to say it was the greatest show, but I think if you watch it, you'll definitely be entertained.
Right.
And for just to give you a little snippet of what it's about, I'm always interested in these sort of end of the world type, shows.
Who isn't?
And so, it's basically you've got like, a incoming nuclear world disaster. There's a bunch.
One of those last week.
There's a bunch of billionaires.
Did I?
I don't know.
Dynamite, House of Dynamite.
Oh, like that. Remember I reviewed that.
That was him.
That was me. Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Anyway,
but this was so basically it's a bunch of billionaires kind of band together to create a bunker, and so all of a sudden there is this potential that this is going to happen. There's going to be this big world nuclear event. And so they all have to rush to get into the bunker. And then what happens from there, I won't say, because if I tell you, then that kind of takes a little bit away from the enjoyment of watching the show. But everything that happens in the bunker, I thought was pretty well done. And, look, if you like end of the world stuff, I'd say it's a 2 thumbs up. Look, I mean, I'm not going to tell you it's the best show ever, but you will enjoy it. It's entertaining.
It's new on Netflix.
It's new. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Grand Schwalbini, Billionaires Bunker on Netflix. HJ. I'm going to put yours up here. There you go. HJ. I watched this.
And did you finish it?
I did.
I have like 1 episode to go, so don't ruin it for me.
I will not ruin it for you. Okay. This is the show that I watched is called The Beast in Me, currently trending #1 on Netflix.
Yeah.
So of course everybody's watching it. And why wouldn't you watch it? I mean, Claire Danes, Matthew Rhys, come on.
Yeah,
I mean,
Matthew Rhys is an incredible villain.
He's just an incredible actor.
He's just an incredible actor.
He was in The Americans.
I loved him in The Americans. I think it was one of his best roles. This role is actually a little bit different than that, because it's definitely more of a villain. Like before in The Americans, you're kind of rooting for him.
Right
here, maybe you're rooting for him, but if you do, you really have a very dark side.
Clearly.
And what I like about this is there are a lot of twists and turns, and in the end, what happens. Okay, there's what happens. There's not like, oh, well, maybe this happened, maybe that happened. If you watch it the whole way through, you will have some clarity in everything that happens from beginning to end. And I liked it. I have to say there were some parts that were like, Claire Danes is being too much of a cop, so to speak. Like she's figuring too much stuff out. Like
I didn't like the way she constantly moved her bottom of her cheeks like this, like she's always like anxious. Like I thought it was a bit
really
much.
Like that.
There's a little bit of like overacting, like she's quivering.
I think there were some parts that just weren't believable. Like there's no way that would have happened without somebody knowing that happened. But beside that, if you can suspend belief for a little bit, and you have to when you watch these movies,
suspend belief.
Yes. Then this is a movie for you. Yeah.
Is suspend really a real word?
It absolutely is.
Yeah,
I think that's bullshit.
You'll have to look it up.
I'll look it up.
Because I think what you meant was suspend belief.
No, I meant suspend.
Okay.
It means like you want to suspend it, but you're in disbelief about it. Suspend.
Okay.
Are you ready?
That sounds like it's very possibly true.
Yeah, dispend is an obsolete verb meaning to spend, expend, or distribute, and can also mean to waste or squander.
Yes, you're welcome. Welcome to vocabulary class. Someday
you are schooling me like you would not believe.
Someday you will learn.
Mm-hmm. You are absolutely schooling me like you would not believe.
So
okay.
I definitely give this movie 1.5 thumbs up.
You mean this series?
The series.
Can you ever get it right? What you're watching is either a series. We've had this problem.
No, I like when you correct me in the middle of things, so it lasts long. And I'm sure our fans.
So you're saying a thumb and a half.
A thumb and a half, because there's some stuff in it where it's like.
I will say. I mean, with one episode left,
the acting is great.
Yes.
With one episode left, I'm gearing towards 2 thumbs up. I mean, what would you give it? You can't comment on it, but
I'm not going to say anything about it.
Other watch the whole thing.
I did watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, I'll give a brief review that'll be a lot briefer than his because he just gave his. I really thought it was great.
Yeah. I think I'm going to be with you on this.
Yeah,
one.
I really thought it was great. I enjoyed
the acting. Was great, except for Claire Danes and some of the.
And Mike from Breaking Bad being
that was cool. That was cool. Yeah.
The dad,
I will say though,
no doubt about that.
I will say though, every time I see Claire Danes, all I can think about is Homeland.
Yeah, which I never watched.
So that probably
I'm adding it to the list.
You gotta watch that. Yeah.
All right, we have another historic moment here on the Sports Porch in that
unselfish watching.
The TD decided to take a recommendation and do some unselfish watching.
Ooh, I like
from the Grand Schwalbini, and he began watching this show on HBO, Barry. And I got to tell you, I find it to be like everything.
It's really good. How many seasons in are you?
I've binged in the last 2.5 days.
Yeah.
3 seasons.
Is it only 4 total?
Yeah. It's either 4 or 5. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think it's 5.
I don't want to set you up here.
Don't set me up. Don't say nothing.
I'll say nothing.
I am thoroughly enjoying it. Bill Hader is a tortured ex-U.S. Marine who saw action in Afghanistan. He is, when he comes back from his deployment, he is basically taken under wing by a guy who claims to be family, and he becomes an assassin. Henry Winkler plays an acting coach in L.A. I don't know who the guy is who plays Hank, but I crack up every time he
is
talks.
The best character in the show. He's hilarious.
And Sally, who was up for an Emmy, plays his girlfriend. And the hijinks that go on and the shit that happens, I mean, it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant.
It is.
So if you haven't, and it's done, it finished.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't, go back, watch Barry on HBO Max. I don't think the humor is so dark and so funny at the same time that it's Stephen Root is who plays it must be who plays Hank. Steelers Freak chimed in there. So anyway, I'll tell you what, great show, great recommendation, Grand Schwalbini. So happy for the unselfish watching.
I try to help as much as I can.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Turkey Day.
That's exactly right. Happy Thanksgiving. You got it.
I'm picking up stuffing tomorrow.
All right, everybody. This has been the Sports Porch Black and Gold edition, live all over the world on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Click notifications. You'll see us every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, live. And you can also catch up with us on the podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you get your friggin' podcasts. Post-game show after the Bills game. This week, the game's at 4 o'clock, so we'll be on right after the Steelers-Bills game. For the Grand Schwalbini, for Hockey Jesus, I'm your technical director. We'll see you next time. I am out. Jay Blonsky.